There we go. All right. So welcome to our little brief overview of what is this, what is a sneak peek, what does that mean, and what is the focus going to be for this free week. And also, if you are currently doing a program, is this something that could be useful for you as well to add on? I know a few of us who have started the job one, because it is only 20 minutes. We've already started to, just by them seeing me do it, they've started to incorporate the other, there's a whole stress and relief section of our platform that we can use, like all of our programming that we can be using for that, for our mindset and for stress relief. So I know, and so that's what kind of led me to want to do this, because I know that if I need it, and I don't even have kids, I don't have, a job where I'm hitting the pavement at 7 a.m. and I'm only done when I'm done delivering everyone's mail, right, Chip? So I don't have something like that. And I already have a lot of anxiety during this time of year. So I was like, what can I do to help others with this too? Because I know that it's something I need to be, I go to therapy once a week now, finally got off the wait list. I go to therapy. Yay. I need, it took a while, but I that's helping, but doing something for myself every single day, just a little bit. I know Samantha, you started to do it too. And she's like, we have a business call together for what we do with coaching that starts every morning, 6 a.m. her time, 4 a.m. my time. So we're a little bit later to the business call these days because we're taking care of ourselves. We added that on, and that has been I don't want to take that out of my morning programming. It's been so helpful, to everything else. And so my theme going into next year is going to be win the morning, win the day. You'll see everything is going to be about that in my feed, in my Instagram posts, everything's going to be, how can I provide value that's geared towards winning your morning? What do I do that's been helpful for me? And you're going to see some of that, and we're going to go through it together here. That it takes maybe if you do all of this and your workouts are short like they are right now, you might want to make your workouts longer at some point. But maybe your active lifestyle is all you need, and you're just adding meditation, right, Chip? Something like that, to just work on mindset. Or you're adding in, we have a superfoods that takes care of nutrition, helps with the cravings, the mindset and that together. That could be, consistency is what really plays a huge role with it too, right? Like anything else, if you're not consistent with it, you're not going to see the results from it. So it's the same with mindset work, same with, and I'm only human. So I will practice and then I'll stop for some reason. I don't know why. I'll stop doing the meditation stuff and then I'll practice again. And I tend to bring it back in when we're struggling, right? So I'll go back to therapy just because it's a newer thing for me again. You don't have to wait until there's actually an issue to go. You can take care of your mind, and that's going to help with everything else. And your mind can already feel like it's healthy, but just to be working on somebody with you on that. So it's like someone who's already pretty healthy, they check off all the boxes when they go to the doctor, but they still like to go to a group fitness class and be led. They still like to go online and do our fitness here. They still like to go and pay a personal trainer because they want to take care of themselves in that way. So same with mindset. So this is kind of the outline of what we're going to go through. I'm going to leave your mics open, but you can totally mute yourself at any point in time. And if it's a smaller group that hopped on. So if you have anything you want to add or a question, you can unmute yourself. If you're not comfortable, just put it in the chat box if you have that open. We're going to start with a little, has anyone raised, if you're muted, you can raise your hands or just say yes. Has anyone done any type of Reiki work? Or do you know what Reiki practices are? Okay. So I went to school for music education at Penn State University. And one of my that's where, Music, hello. I was like, hey. Hi. Singer, songwriter, what? So I just recently reconnected with my trumpet professor, and he's introduced me. This is a practice that he does all the time. He just gave me this to start. And I've been doing this as part of my morning. Like I'll wake up, wash my face. Sam, have you started putting your phone in the other room yet? This is something we're working on. Your alarm, Sam. Oh, you frozen? Oh. Maybe she's frozen. So we're working on like waking up practices. So that was one of the things we were talking about. Phone in the other room, go wash your face, have a routine for how you get into your mindset work, right? Some people do it from bed, but that doesn't work for me because I'll go right back to sleep or hit the snooze. Yes, I see you guys shaking your head. Yes. So we're going to say this out loud together. We're just going to go through with number 1. You don't have to say the number. We'll just read it off. If it feels silly, you can whisper it or just mouth it. But it's really been helpful. And I'll just walk around I'm in my small little office. I'll just walk around the office. I have this on the screen. I actually have it on the wall. And I'll walk around and say it just one time through. If there's something I feel like I really, really need that day, maybe I'll say it a couple times through, right? And it takes maybe a minute. Okay. So here we go. We're going to start with the first one. Just for today.
Just for today.
I will not worry. Just for today. I will not get angry. Just for today, I will be kind to all living things. That's a hard one. Just for today, I will do my work honestly.
I will do my work.
Just for today, I will be grateful. So it's really about being present, right? Not thinking about what happened yesterday, anything you're holding on to, not thinking about what's going on tomorrow. It's about being present. So winning the morning, winning the day, that's again what my mantra is. And it's really helped me set up my day. And we talked about that already. This is our platform. I'm going to show you more of it as I give you a little background tour of our on-demand platform that has these practices. I just lost you guys. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, Nat, where do we get this meditation series? Is it on BOD?
Hold on, here it is. Yes. So if you if you go into, so if you have the on-demand already, what I like to do if I can't find something is if you click on programs, there's a search engine and I just type it in. Because I've been doing this series called Unstressed. This is actually under the BAR program. And there's a series of meditation under her program that's called the I Am meditation. So if you type in I Am meditation, it should just pop up. But there's also a whole block, there's a whole nutrition center. If you keep scrolling down your page, you'll see there's a whole, it's called stress relief and meditation or something like that. And it'll be underneath that. But honestly, the search engine, because I don't have time for that, right? Like to search the whole library. So just type it in, it should pop right up. Unstressed is the 3-week series. And then this is just, I forget how many of these there are. I'll hit these up in between programs or if I'm not doing Unstressed. So, but this is they're shorter. So the Unstressed are 10 minutes and this one's just a 4-minute one. Okay. So I am going to mute you guys just for this. So you can just kind of listen, be observant of your body, how you feel.
I invite you to find a comfortable and relaxed position that allows you to completely surrender to this moment. Breathe in a willingness to slow down, to eliminate the overactive mental activity that can cloud our presence. Exhale out anything that you don't want to bring into this beautiful new day. And inhale today's affirmation. I am balanced. And as you close your eyes and turn your attention inward, Can you feel a profound balance within yourself? Can you balance an overactive mind with a quiet, calm, and peaceful heart? Can you balance your overstuffed to-do list with an equal amount of celebration for your accomplishments, large and small? When we experience balance, we feel utterly complete. We feel the yin and the yang as the energy flows through our body, keeping us present and connected. We balance the peaceful, calm part of our being, so imperative to presence and connection, with the vibrant and passionate part of our being, so imperative to action and creating. Keeping your eyes closed, draw your attention to how it feels to be in balance. I am balanced. I will create an equal amount of joy, happiness, and play to balance out my hard work and my endeavors. When we are balanced, we can move powerfully and energetically through our life. When we are balanced, we are less likely to fall down or to move backwards. Rather, we rise tall in this moment, feeling that balance of safety and energy, of compassion and passion, and the ultimate balance of the beauty and divinity of our soul with the humanity of our person. Being balanced allows us to accept who we are in this moment, even as we evolve to the highest version of ourselves. So let's take one more inhale together, and may you move through the day with the right amount of balance and a profound connection to well-being.
All right, guys, beautiful. So tell me, and you can unmute yourself if you want to chat, just by doing those 4 minutes, were you able to feel a difference? Were you able to connect, or were you still a little like, what's happening tomorrow? You know, that type of thing. Go ahead, anyone?
Well, it didn't really work for me. I actually had to move because my granddaughter was talking to my wife in the dining room. So no.
All right, I'll send it to you. You can try it again. Lock yourself in the bathroom, okay?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I had to take a little, one of my dogs had dropped the ball at my feet and was whining. So I had to open my eyes and throw the ball.
Yes.
But I really liked it. It reminded me though, too, of when I started her bar program and I didn't make it all the way through because it was so hard. But yeah,
I'm the same. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I did not make it through her program either. Sam did. Good job, Sam.
Oh, way to go. Man, that was hard.
But I have a dance background. So for me,
it was
so I think that's yeah. Well, no, it wasn't. No, it was definitely intense. But I think like, you know, I mean, I'm used to moving in that way. But I will say for those of you who got distracted, and I still get distracted too. I've only been doing it for 14 days. But this morning, my little girl came downstairs when I was doing it, and she sat literally right on top of me. But I was able to kind of still focus, you know what I mean? Because I think the more you do it, the better you get at it. And even though she was on me, I was still able to cut her off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. I'll be right with you in about 4 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
It just
It
takes
does-
practice.
Yeah, like anything else, it does take practice. And it's not this way for everyone, but I did notice a difference between doing it now, because there is evening meditation to help you go to sleep better too, or anytime you need it during the day. But I get up really early, so everything's so quiet. I was talking to someone today. Oh, because I got my nails did for the holidays. I was talking to my manicurist. She was asking about Pennsylvania and snow and la la. I'm like, well, I could deal without the cold. I like to look at the snow. I don't miss being in it at all. Don't miss that. She's like, are you excited? I'm like, nah, not really. But I told her about like, and Chip, you can relate, like the first snow and you go outside and early morning, it's so quiet.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's just so, oh yeah, I mean, all of you East Coasters, like it's just like that is like peace. What I think of the world,
Yes.
peace, like peace on earth. That is like it right there. Like no trucks have come through, no
Right.
snow, whatever to get rid of any snow. It's just it's amazing what that does to like dampening sound when that
Oh,
snow
yeah.
comes down.
Mhm.
And so in the morning, I can get more of that because it's early and like I feel like the world hasn't really gotten up yet, because
Right.
we're probably like the 1% that does something like this, wakes up, and because there's a lot of people in this world, I feel like sometimes, oh, there's so many people that do what I do, but honestly, that's why there's still an obesity problem, is because it's still only the top 2% that are taking care of themselves, so we're just in it. So we feel like, oh, we're doing good, like the world's doing good, but really we still, as coaches, still have a big job to do with helping others in all aspects. But anyway, so I like to do this in the morning. Again, that's why I like to win my morning and add this into it. This is just a little sneak peek of our coach sister team. Now I do have a man cave. That's why men are invited into this, because we all need health and happiness and working on ourselves. So I have a man cave, I call it, where the guys kind of hang out. I have a separate group outside of the free sneak peeks, like everyone's involved in that. But these are the women that have been doing these programs and how it's kind of helped them with their journey so far. So I'm gonna play like half of this for you guys, and then give you a little behind the scenes for those who haven't seen what the platform looks like, and what the free week coming up kind of would look like if you decided you wanted to hop in with us and play with a little meditation work, a little, has anyone heard of Hal Elrod? It's not gonna show up because of my filter, but, oh, maybe Miracle Morning.
No, but I'd like to read that. Yeah, that sounds good.
He has something called, and I bring therapy up a lot to people when we're first having conversations, because mindset is everything if you're going to move forward with anything else. He died for like 2 minutes and was supposed to be not able to walk or do anything ever, and now he's walking and playing golf and like has a dog and a wife and does podcasts and writes books, and he is all about a miracle morning, because this is what he did while he was recovering. So there's these practices, they're called the 6 savers, and for our week you're going to do one of those throughout each day. So he does each of the 6 every day, and he'll spend, depends on the time he has, he'll spend 1 minute on each, or maybe he'll spend 10 minutes on each. Savers is an acronym, and it stands for silence. So what we just did, like a lead meditation or complete silence. Affirmations, kind of like we did with the Reiki. Visualizations. So whether you have like a vision, we just, as a coach team, we just worked on creating a vision board together. So visualizing things that you would like your life to look like and feel like. Scribing, reading, and exercise, not necessarily in that order. So the 1 minute exercise could be you're up and you're just walking around the room, or maybe you do, a 30-second plank on your knees, or, if your lifestyle is already active, you check mark that. But there's a difference between your job being active and then intentional exercise for health as well. So just a different mindset. But anyway, I'm going to throw these in there, and you're just going to do 1 to 2 minutes of each throughout the week, along with a 4-minute meditation for you, preferably in the morning as soon as you wake up. And I would love to see how you feel at the beginning of the week and how you feel after day 5 or 6, if you choose to go the whole way to Saturday. All right. So anyway, Hal Elrod, if you Google him, it'll come up. He's done lots of he's done TED Talks and stuff like that too. So I'm going to play this for you. I'm just going to play a couple minutes of it, as you can get some, just a little testimonial from women who have done this for a while and how it's helped them. Can you hear it?
No.
Hey guys, I'm Amanda.
Where's the volume?
My name is Cassandra Kresge.
My name is Jessica.
I am Coach Chris.
My name is Samantha.
Hi guys, my name is Naz or Natanya or Tanya or Nati, depends on when you've met me.
I am here to talk about groups, our accountability groups, and why I feel like they're very important to be a part of.
I've been a part of the Beachbody family since 2018, and it is the best decision I've ever made in my entire life.
Definitely, after kids, you are on the struggle bus. I don't know if any of you ladies can relate, but I found myself really overweight, feeling completely uncomfortable in my own skin and needing something desperately to make a change.
I was over 200 pounds, diabetic, hypertensive, hurting every day. All my joints and my muscles.
I don't hear
in my back,
anything either,
everything hurt
Nat.
every single day of my life. I just
You're,
thought that
in
was
fact, you're
normal.
on mute,
I was
Nat.
in a really dark place. I was
Can
kind of
you hear it now?
trying to figure
I can hear you now.
my path of That's life and weird. purpose and
I can
just
hear
finding
it.
a purpose.
And you could
and
hear the
passion.
other one.
It was now my
Oh, you can hear it?
opportunity to
Oh, I
dig
can't.
myself
Yeah,
out of this
I couldn't
hole.
hear it.
Yeah, I can hear.
This community, my accountability partner,
No, still not.
and partners.
You hear her talking?
It's
Moving on.
truly helped me get.
I'll send you the scissor. That's
Okay.
weird. That's really weird that some of you could hear it and some couldn't. I need another technical genius for that. Moving on. Anyway, they had really leaned in to using the tools and not just using the tools, but really diving into the community. When I talk about the reason why I haven't, honestly, I do love, yes, I love drinking my Shakeology, my superfoods. Yes, I love doing these programs. But if it weren't for the people, I maybe would not have still been here. And it's been 11 years. You know, I started way back when we were stationed in Italy because I needed purpose and I was in a really low place. And I had said no to someone that asked me to do this many times. And I finally was like, I gotta do something, you know, because I do have depression tendencies and I was in one of those holes. So I finally said yes. And I did one of these, you know, sneak peek things. And it was with an actual, the T25. So it was a program that I did, first, was T25. But it was the community that kept me going. So, and helping one other person get started too, because then you can't quit. There's no quitting then. So I got too many people that I'm doing this with now. I'm like, can't be like, you know what, guys? Nah. It's such a good thing. So here, can you guys see this screen? Just checking before. Yes. All good. Okay. So some of you know this already, and I'll show you actually the search engine is right here. So if you're under Beachbody on Demand, I go to programs, and then I'll just type in, like if I was doing the unstressed or those 4-minute ones, we can look those up too. I would just type in, there we go. I just type in UN, hit space, and there it is. And I can pull it up. And then for this is the one I'm doing. This one I'm doing, and Sam's doing this one too, has a whole calendar that you follow. The other one doesn't have a calendar, but I'm like type A, so I'm like, if I can cross something off and follow it, I will stick to it, right? So I'm type A, I like that. Yeah, you will like this.
Yeah.
Then, like Chuck, I have it on my board right in front of me, day 14, just, you know, crossed off, a job one right next to it. So I'm one of those people. But the other one, I Am series, you do the same thing, just type it in. For this week, so this is what the platform looks like. You get tons of programs that are, yes, workout, but that isn't what everything. I wanted to show that we don't just do workouts in a shake. It's whole overall wellness, right? So we have so many other programs within Beachbody. If you scroll down, there's a whole nutrition section, which of course that plays a huge role too. We can't just work out. So the whole nutrition center here that has a cooking show where they'll, you want to make a certain recipe, they'll show you how to make it like you're watching TV, like a show, and you're like, oh, I want to make that. Okay, here's all the ingredients. They'll show you how to make it. Go do it, Blends for our superfoods. A lot of people, when they get started, just shake it with water. And why? Have fun with it, like blend it. There's so many like different recipes here. But if you keep scrolling down here, you'll see as under here. No, keep going. Right here. Keep going. Here it is. Rest and recovery. This is where the I Am meditations and the unstressed are all under here. Under the relaxation and meditation for those.
So what we did earlier with like the affirmations that we did, I think it was it Reiki? That's what you called it. What we did earlier.
The affirmations is Reiki. I'm gonna post that in the group, in the free group. And also, if you guys wanted to do this and do this week ahead, I'm also gonna. I have some of your emails. I'm gonna send you an email that has that in it too, so you can have it.
Thank you.
You can kind of have the agenda for each day of the week that we're going to do. But yeah, it's here. The whole Unstressed program is here. And then all the I Ams by in alphabetical order. So to me, it is in order, but I don't like it like that. I like it in calendar form. So, but it's fine. Like what's nice about it is I searched for the one on balance specifically because I know that we want to focus on stress relief. So I felt that one was appropriate for today. So you can search for, I just went through what the affirmation was and found one that was applied to how we might be feeling coming into this. So that is the programs and what they look like and everything we have from nutrition to workout programs to getting started 10-minute programs to running programs, the whole way to like, I used to do this when I was 20, I'm not going to do it anymore. Insanity programs, we have those too. Okay. So if you have athlete, and not to say that any of you can't do it, I'm just saying like, it's just not my thing anymore.
Yeah.
And a lot of my age group that we help as a team aren't doing those anymore, but we have so many, like the one that you're doing, Ogletha, that is for that's for athletes, but it's also for the common man, who needs to build functional training for life. He's
even talking about like picking up suitcases and like picking up your groceries and that kind of thing when he's
So you can do it and not injure yourself,
right?
Because you're doing it properly and you have the strength. So I love that program, but it also is, he trains professional athletes. So it is actually how he trains them, and trains himself. I'm sure he probably gets a little more intense with things though.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But a great program. So we have so much, and we also have a live platform now too, where you can book a class. I'm going to start to encourage that for our weekends for our people who are doing job one, because you have Monday through Friday, and then you have the weekend. I did a recovery stretch today, which was really nice. I liked it. Did anyone else do that one? Dana, did you try that one? It's really good. It's really good. A lot of cat-cow stuff. Felt so good on the spine. The other two bonus core and the booty one, they're intense. But the recover one felt really good today. So if you get a chance to add, if you have a day where you're like, you know what, I'm going to add a little bit more, that's a good way is to add the bonus, or go to your live platform for your first 30 days when you sign up. You don't have to pay for this. You can see if you're going to use it or not. If you don't use it, then I say don't. Using like an extra fee, you don't have to. But see, I'm booked for class tomorrow, and I would just go and sign into this class. You get an email that says, hey, don't forget you sign up for this class. That's at 3 p.m. Don't forget. And it's kind of cool because like you're going to the gym, you know, you get that like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss class. If I don't hurry up, I get changed. I've definitely felt that way for some of the classes. And it's cool because they also use their own playlists and they interact with, if you're one of the first 100 people to sign up for the class, which is hard to get because you gotta be ready the week before to sign up. If you're one of the first 100, you can actually open your camera and be on the screen behind them so they can give you regressions, progressions, have you go a little harder, tell you to fix things, that type of, so they're actually interacting with you on the screen. So it might be a little intimidating, but it's really a neat feature that I don't think any other platform out there does. And so helpful. If, you know, it's motivating, right? Especially if you're on the screen. And I'm sure, like I got to be on it once, and a lot of the lives that I do are the cycle, because we have our own bike now, which is cool. So, but I don't have a bike at home, so I'll take my phone. It's portable, right? I'll take my phone, I have the app, and I'll play it with my headphones in the gym on base. So I'm not gonna open up my camera there. Plus, I don't know how that would work with the phone. I have it, you know, in my room here at home, which you can see I don't need a whole lot of space. Let me just show you guys what I actually have to work with here. Here's my ears. So this is my gym. Like I did my meditation, I did my gym, I did my stretch this morning, but I'll do my job one, and I'll throw my mat down right after the 20 minutes, and I'll do my meditation on my little mat thingy. I used to sit with a group back in the meditation group back in the day. 30 minutes is very hard of silence. It was not led. It was sitting in a circle, and that sometimes you're like, you know, open one eye, you're like, how are they doing this? And also, what time is it?
That part.
Yeah, what time is it? Sometimes it would go by fast. Like Andrew and I would go together, and I would feel better after, but it's definitely one of those things where you're like, I know I'm gonna just like a workout, I know I'm gonna feel good after. I just gotta go, you know, but you never know how it's going to feel when it doesn't feel the same every time. Sometimes you struggle, can't get, and different people will lead you in a different way. Like we had our leader who didn't speak through it, but she just kind of set you up if you were new to meditation. And she would give you things like, maybe like think about if you're going for clearing the mind, then she would give you things like, you know, count the numbers up and down on your breath, or think of colors. Or she would sometimes have a candle and like just look at the candle if you're keeping your eyes open. But if you're going for, some people lead it like just let the thoughts come. If you're at home, you can like write it down, like I don't want to forget this. Okay, write it down, put it aside, and then try to like do it again. Or she would always say, because we'll still do it on Zoom sometimes, which is it's fun because I can hear my roosters in the back. They're not going. So she'll say, put it in a little box and put it up there. You'll grab it later, you know? So two different ways, like just try to completely clear or let the thoughts come, put them in a box on the side. But anyway, I just wanted to show you my space so you know you don't need a whole lot of room to do things. This is the group. Nope, that's not it. This is the group where we will, so they're called bod groups because everything's, once I have you guys and you're like, yeah, I think I want to try this. Some of you are already on the platform. It's called bod groups. If you already have bod, you already have Beachbody on Demand is what bod stands for. We just have groups in there, like we do a Facebook group, except for you don't have the distractions of Facebook. One day they're going to make the messaging part of it better so that I don't even have to go to other things like text, Instagram, Facebook Messenger to contact you guys. It's all going to be there. That's the only thing I'm really waiting for. Everything else is like really good, I think. So in the bod group, what I like is like, you don't get distracted by anything else. Everything, when you get in this group, is focused in on what we're working on. So this right here, it would be the group we go into. You wouldn't even see these groups because you only see them because I'm in them, right? But you can see I do have a man cave. My brother's in there, got like 4 or 5 other guys in there, but
Nice.
they do a lot of, and I meet people where they are. So a lot of the guys, they're not into this as much, which is fine. They like to, like I have them in a Marco Polo because they like to talk like shop, like football trash. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, your Eagles didn't fly so high today, did they? You know, that type of thing. Or like your Washington team, they don't even have a name, you know? So that back and forth. And it's just funny because I'm the moderator, like I just started it, right? So I'm in there. I don't really, I wish I could take myself out now and just let them, because they're leading it. They're coaching each other, you know, which is cool. My brother's in there. So he's like, he's the one, like kind of like the cheerleader. And I have a male coach who also takes leadership role. But it's funny because like totally different than the ladies lounge. Totally different vibe. But that's why I do it. Like the ladies are more comfortable with sharing their photos with their progress and all that, and the men can do their thing on the side, you know. So this is everybody group because it's really just getting you used to what is the platform, what does it look like. See, it kind of looks like a Facebook page, right? Once you get in here, this is what you guys are going to watch anyway, so you can just play it from here and hopefully the volume works. You'll have to click a little button up here to unmute. But you can see, oh, we're done alarm. Bye. No, just kidding. So there's a free meditation here too, which I'll, you know, on the day that I want you to really focus in on that, I'll repost it to the top. You can see that there's little pins here. I have 5 pin posts are the important ones at the top. So this is your welcome one. And then this is about a virtual gym where you can get onto a Zoom. I wouldn't even worry about that yet, but people who are still in this group, they want to like maybe get into it a little bit more. So I have a 24/7 Zoom that you can log into. And this is you guys too, who are in the VIP, this is the same one. So you log into it. This is what I do, right? Come in, wash my face, get changed. I have my Energize, my pre-workout, have my Energize, have my water, bring it back to my gym, and I'll do my Reiki mantras, and I'll open my Zoom my gym on one web browser, and then I'll open my workout on the other. And it's just really cool because sometimes I'll be the first one to show up, but then by the time I'm done, there's like 8 people working out on the screen, and we're not all doing the same program. Like today, a lot of them are doing like a yoga, and I was doing the stretch from job 1, so it's similar. But you just say good morning. You're muted. You say good morning. You cheer each other on. Great. See, and if you're consistent, consistency is our superpower. If you're consistent, you'll end up being there with the same people a lot. So you'll be like, oh my God, Michelle, you're back. Haven't seen you in a while. And you're doing this in the chat box, right? But it's just really cool because it feels like a community, right? So again, leaning into the tools, leaning into the community, it's going to keep you longer on those goals. So anyway, these are pinned to the top. After the pin post, this is where other people are starting to check in for the day. And right now, because we haven't really started a new group, you guys are, you know, those who are doing this free week, you'll start to see more posts from other people in this group, not just me. But you can do a photo, or you can just write what you did that day. And there's a whole tracking system, which I'll teach you later. But so that is, any questions on kind of that layout? It looks very familiar, right? Not like something brand new. Chip, do you have any questions? Or are you just
nothing I can think of?
Okay. In this group, so the pinned post of the day is going to be your action step of the day, whether it is, you know, we're just doing the Reiki mantras today, or today is this meditation. It'll be here waiting for you. Let's see, East Coasters, what time do you guys work out? Are you evening, or we're trying to win the morning, but what time do you guys
I've been
start
doing more so evening.
Okay.
Well, I'd say
what about like a meditation though? Would you be able to like do say like 15 minutes in the morning for mindset work if you were to do the mantras, a meditation, and one of the savers?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I need to move to the mornings though. So
Okay.
I've been doing the evenings only because it's like convenient for my schedule. But I think
Yeah.
if we're going with the new 2022 mindset of like, you know, winning the year, winning the morning, like everything should just be done in the morning. So yeah.
I love it because then it's done. Like you could like go take a shower and know I took care of me today. You know what I mean? Like I just love that feeling because I definitely got in the habit before restarting with this 20-minute program of taking care of everybody else. And I love what I do, but I took care of everybody else, you know? What do people need today? How can I help them? Answering my messages, all of that before I took care of me. And then I got to the last, we eat late. I wouldn't recommend eating at 8, but we got into that habit in Italy. Dana, what is it with Italians, girlfriend? I don't know. She knows what I'm talking about. But
I do.
Well, they have the midday siesta thing, and then like they come back to dinner and it's like late, and then there's no like they don't. It's kind of really nice. A lot of the restaurants are like family, they don't rush you out to get the new people at the table. Like you can stay, have a good old time, and not order anything else. Even like you just stay and talk. But we definitely got into the habit of eating later, and it just stayed through San Diego, through here. So we did move it up. I think at one point we were eating at 9, so it's better. It's better. But so 8 is when I'm like, okay, I'm trying to like get out of here, get into normally my food is there's stuff that's already ready to go, so it's not too hard to put it together. But so like that whole, like the last couple of months, it's been like 7:30. Okay, I gotta do something right now, or that's it. That's it. After dinner, I'm going to bed because I get up really early. So it was hard. I didn't like it. I'd rather wake up earlier and really practice that. And I've felt so much better. My mindset is better. And yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's try. I know your workout's longer, but if we think about it, because her workout's 45, if you're ready to go, like to start your Reiki and give yourself that full hour, I really think you can do it. You might want to, while you're doing the longer program, you might want to do the IM series and just pick one that you feel, you need that day, and just type in IM in the search engine, or if you know where to find it now. The search is faster though.
It is.
But that's what I would do, because the other meditation is 10 minutes or sometimes like 11. So by the time you get that up and going and running, you're kind of pushing probably over an hour. And I want you to still keep it in that hour for you. Okay. So there's no excuses, right? Like an hour of your day. So that's what I would do. And this is for anyone that's listening back to this, whatever your time that you've allotted yourself for your movement of the day. And if you don't have anything, then what time of the day do you feel like you could put this before you start your job, or you start your mom duties, or you start whatever, your to-dos of the day? What time does that mean that you need to get up? Does it mean you need to put your alarm in the other room? I have a sunrise clock. I really like waking up peacefully. That's another thing that I've added in over the years. If you want the link to that, let me know. So I have it so like the sun is rising, and if the sun does not wake me up, then the nature sounds will start. But normally the rising sunlight will wake me up, and then I get up.
I like that.
Move to the bathroom, wash my face. I'm human. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Like I will have a season again. I'm feeling good right now. I just have to remember, and I remind other people about this too. Remember how I feel when I'm doing this, so that when I stray, I could be like, that's how I feel. Wyatt, get back to it. Go back to it. Yes, it's earlier. Yes, I'm getting up earlier. But how does it make me feel? I'm able to accomplish more the rest of the day. I really am.
Yeah.
If I go back to even just a month ago, I was having to like take a lot more mental breaks, where I would just be like, what, at lunch, I'm just gonna sit down, because I work a lot from home right now because I'm not in studios. So I could just, for lunch, I would watch my manifest on Netflix, get
Catch up.
sucked in,
Yeah.
you know, and at some point I'm like, all right, I gotta
Wait a
get
minute.
back to the office. Yeah. Was that?
Manifest, that season's on Netflix now?
Yes. Was it not before?
I gotta watch it.
So I can bulk watch it, right? I can kick it all out, you know, but they're like hour episodes. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
So, but I
Easy to
tell you
get caught
what,
up.
since
Yeah.
I started this, I haven't really, like, I'll save it, and I'm trying to get out of devices. That's the next one for me, because that helped too. Trying to get rid of even my iPad. Like, my phone's usually in this room. My iPad sometimes comes with me to bed, because that's my, like, all right, cool. This is my me time now.
Me
You
time.
know, just do whatever. I don't watch the news, but I'll watch like satirical things, you know, like
Okay.
I can't think of it, John Oliver and, like, you know, those things at night, or like some of Manifest, but I'll usually fall asleep to it, that thing. So I'll just allow myself to do that. But I know that I would even have more energy if I didn't do that, because I've done that before where I didn't have my devices in there with me. But I would just ask yourself, what more can I give if I want to follow something that's the Reiki, which, as you saw, that didn't take more than maybe 2 minutes to read out loud, you know. Go into a meditation that's 4 minutes. If you're doing some type of movement, you're adding on to that. But the movement can be incorporated in your savers of the day too. And I'm gonna probably day one of this, which is tomorrow, I'm gonna break down the savers for you guys, so you kind of know more what that means. I mean, it's easy.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you.
I'll break that down for you. I'll do a little video, send it to you. It'll probably be like 2 minutes, because it really isn't much. You can make it super deep, but you don't have to do that. We're keeping it simple this week, okay? That's it. So the next step for those who are listening back to this, if you made it this far, it's longer than I wanted it to be, but it was fun chatting with you guys. If you made it this far, your next step is to reach out to whoever your coach is who supports you and have them get you into this group, because this is where everything's going to be held. It's where I'm going to be posting the pinned post of the day. That's going to be your focus, whether it's the mantra or the meditation or the saver of the day. So you get to experience both the platform and stress relief throughout the week, winning your morning in order to win the day. Sound good?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna stop the recording. If you want to hang out a little bit more, we can chat. If you have questions about anything, go for it. If you need to go, I understand as well. Let me stop recording here.